Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Gold Rush Daily today, being on Friday, the last day of the week, and also the last trading day of the month. Okay, so today we have key major data that we are looking at, and that is the PCE price index for the USD. This is a major news, especially that the Fed usually looks at in terms of making a rates decision. So we anticipate some a bit quite volatility here because it's a dollar, it's an inflationary data, right? It's an inflationary data. So apart from that, we have seen a few developments. Yesterday we were able to see a speech by Governor Walla. All right, you know, Governor Walla is very, 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 very bullish. All right, he is very, I mean, he is very hawkish. He is very dovish because this is one of the governors which J. Trump has been looking at in terms of trying to propel the rate cuts, okay? And actually is one of the governors that Donald Trump is looking at in terms of trying to impose some in terms of trying to propel some sort of rate cut because he's a bit dovish and he's the one Donald Trump is looking in terms of probably he is a potential successor of Jay Powell come May because we know that the season or the term for Powell, Mr. Powell expires in May, right? Next year, 2026 May. Okay, so with that in mind, I think the speech was quite um quite clear if you followed it. But what I want to look at is there's some aspect that the governor was trying to argue, right? Like, for instance, just quoting him, he says that in July, I argued that looking through tariff effects with underlying inflation near target and upside risk to inflation limited, the FOMC should not wait until the labor market deteriorates before we cut the policy rate. Okay, so you can see even the sentiments here very, very dovish. Okay, so based on all the data in hand, I believe this argument is even stronger today, and that the downside risk of the labor market have increased. Okay, so very, 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 very dovish, very, very, very dovish. So I think I'll be able to share that in our group, in our WhatsApp group, so that we can be able to read the entire of the speech because it's good for you to be informed, especially when it comes to these kind of speeches. Okay, so apart from that, I think we don't have anything else technically that is listed technically, not unless now we look at probably not unless now looking at not unless now looking at some potential maybe anything that might be able to transpire, all right? Anything that might be able to transpire data-wise. Okay, so that is in case we have maybe probably anything that might transpire in terms of tariffs, all right? Or maybe probably Trump making anything, you know what I'm talking about, because you know gold really tends to appreciate in prices, especially during those instances, okay? During those instances of some high volatility in the markets, okay? So that's what the reason why again you need to brace yourself effectively, especially in terms of risk management, because anytime you take a trade, you know, you never know the outcome of the trade, and therefore it is important for you, even for myself or for us, to be able to be in a position whereby we monitor our risk significantly. Okay, so we are in a position whereby we can be able to monitor our risk accordingly. Okay, so looking at the technicals, let's go to the technicals. this is the technical a bit of it. Just ignore that. It was a trade I was trying to look at in terms of some buys. But I will explain more about it. Okay, so technically, we are not looking at much. I mean, today, being the last day of the month, it's good to be a bit conservative. All right, it's good to be a bit conservative. What I mean conservative, not only the last day of the month, but also being the last day of the month, the last day of the week again. Okay, so we usually don't see much volatility in terms of trading. Because it's always good to check on risk management at all times. Okay, so you don't want to to overexpose yourself in instances where we have maybe probably we ain't anticipating much volatility. So it's good to at least go slow and be in a point whereby you can be able to check and manage your risk accordingly. All right. So let's look at what we are anticipating today. Okay. So this is gold. I want to begin from the daily time frame. Okay, so that we can have a bigger picture. So from the daily time frame, let me go to this other one that I've not really marked a lot. So from the daily time frame, this is what we are looking, or this is what we are anticipating here from the daily time frame. I mean, from the daily time frame. Yesterday we had looked at the bullish sentiments that we were looking forward. Okay, and you had gotten the bullish buyers from the previous days. That is the Wednesday's price action, which closed as a bullish pin bar. Okay, and we were able to anticipate to yesterday being a very bullish day, and we can see that. And even today, looking at a scenario whereby we might be bullish, right? I'm looking at a scenario whereby we might be bullish. I'm looking at a bullish day. But again, remember we have key data, the PCE price index, which is a very key data, right? Which is a very key data. So maybe probably we anticipate, but technically we are very bullish. Okay, technically we are very bullish technically. Okay, so very bullish technically. So I'm looking at the price already. It has broken above this the daily time frame. Remember the weekly candle has not closed. This level we marked it from the weekly time frame. Okay, the bullish peanut we marked it from the weekly time frame. So it has not closed yet. So how the candlestick will close today, if we have that breakout, then it will give us indications that we have seen the breakout, and therefore we'll be waiting maybe probably for a potential retest so that we can be able to push prices higher. So if you come on the daily time frame, we see that on the daily candle yesterday the price was able to break above that particular level, and now what we are seeing is some bullish sentiments here that we are seeing the price has retested that from the daily, and therefore we are looking at the price pushing higher probably to these levels here. Okay, so I will mark those levels like that. Basically, yes, you can have it like that. So I'll be looking at the price at least coming to the 33 levels, this zone here. Okay, so that's what I'm anticipating at. Uh, but if you look at it from the daily time frame, in case maybe probably we have a retracement in prices, this is the level that we have here, right? This is the level that we have that we might see potential bearishness, right? That we might see potential bearishness of, I mean, in case the price pulls on the downside, this is the level on the daily time frame that we might be able to see some rejection of prices from that particular level. Okay, so if we come to the 1 hour time frame, the 4 hour time frame. So yesterday we saw the price rise all the way to about 34.23, and then we are seeing that bearish pin bar. Okay, that's a bearish pin bar, giving us some indications of potential, maybe probably potential retracements of prices. This is from the 4 time frame, all right? So from the 4 time frame, the key levels that we'll be looking at in case price retraces, we are looking at this is where we have a zone here, okay? That's where we have a zone at that particular point, right? So let's now go to the 1 hour time frame, and from the 1 hour time frame, now we are able to refine that zone like that, okay? So I'll be looking at it like that. So that's a potential level for price to react from. Okay, so if we are looking at maybe probably yes, so I'll be waiting for prices to come to this level for me to be able to engage in buys, right? This particular zone. Yesterday also we were looking at this particular level. This other one we can refine it from this, from the 4 hour time frame. This is also a zone that we might be looking for some potential buys. Let's go to the 15 minutes time frame, then I'll be able to clarify what I mean by that. So if you look at this kind of price action here, all right, so the price broke above this particular level, giving us a BOS or a break of structure, right? So meaning that now this is the order block that we are looking at, right? This is the order block that we are looking at this particular point in terms of engaging for buys in case the price pushes down. In case we have a down retracement of prices, then we are looking at this particular level. Okay, we are looking at that particular level. Let me delete this. So and also this so that we might have a clear price action. So what we are seeing here is price pushing up. Okay, so the reason I drawn this level here is because if you look at it from the lower time frame, this is a level that maybe probably price is likely to react from, and you can see price is reacting from this particular level here. And the reason why maybe probably it's not really quite a high probability buy, it's because when the price was here was at 1:30 a.m., not during a kill zone time. So the reason why it's not really high probability point to look at some buying opportunities. Okay. So, but like I said, in case price is able to retrace down to these levels, then we are looking for buying opportunities. So let me get back to this other one that I've marked here. So when you look at this kind of price action, this is a level that we have been eyeballing for quite some time. Okay, this is a level that we have been eyeballing for quite some time for the price to break above this particular level. Okay, and we had talked about price in case price breaks above that level. The next level or point of interest that you are looking at is the price coming to this particular level. Okay, the order block at this particular zone, right? So that's where we were looking at the price coming to. So the price pushed, but it was not able to go above that particular level, right? The price was not able to go um above that particular level. It wasn't able to tap that level. Okay, so what we are seeing now is rejection, some retest of this breakout here. So we are seeing slightly more higher prices. We are seeing slightly more higher prices, right? From this particular level, we might see price push up above that particular zone. So, but now when we come to the 15 minutes time frame, I think yesterday I'd highlighted this particular point, so I believe someone took advantage of this. It was a very nice entry from the 15 minutes time frame, right? So when the GDP data and the unemployment claims came out, it pushed prices down here so that now it can activate this level, and then we saw the price push up. So it was a very nice buy to target 400 pips. So as you can see now, this particular level is quite significant because if you look at it here, we have an order block, right? So, and that insinuates that this is the order block level, okay? So we have a BOS here. So this is the order block level. The price has tapped that level, but the moment it tapped this level, it was not during a kill zone, okay? It was not during a kill zone because you can see that is at 01:20 a.m. That is not during the kill zone, okay? So then now, but we are seeing now prices pushing up. So these are the kind of setups that you don't take. You just watch because you don't want to trade against against the rules of the game. Okay, so That's how I'm looking. I'm more bullish. In short, I'm more bullish. I'm looking at more, in case we have a push on the downside, I'll be looking at more entries. Okay, more maybe probably more buying. I mean buy entries. All right, in case we have a push on the downside, this is a key level as well for buying. All right, because you can see a BOS here, so we still anticipate in case the price pushes down at this particular point, it's gonna give us some bullish sentiments. Okay, from this particular level, we're gonna probably witness some bullish sentiment from this particular zone. Um, this zone two, we're gonna maybe probably this particular level, we probably gonna witness some buying opportunities here. And how that will come out is because of this particular zone, although it has been tested actually here, so it might not be really high probability one. So what is important or what is significant is to look at what the price does at these particular levels here. You see this particular level. In case we have a break below, then we'll be looking at the price, some sales price to come to this level. Even though right now I'm not really looking at selling gold, I might see the price come to this level so that I can buy, because we are very bullish for gold because of the hawkish sentiment of the dollar, hawkish sentiment of the Fed. All right, I mean because of the dovish sentiment of the Fed, and even guided by what the Governor Wala, what he said yesterday. His speech was also very dovish. Okay, so and I might want probably to wait today in case maybe there is a setup in the London session. It should be very conservative, but I would want to wait until the PCE price index, because that data is quite volatile. It's gonna shape how the dollar index gonna move. Okay, it's gonna shape how the dollar index gonna move. So the reason why we should not be in a rush as such. Okay, remember again, like I said, it's good to protect what we have. So this week I've been quite conservative in terms of trading, because being the last week of the month, right? And having had a successful month, so I didn't want to risk much in terms of what I've already gained. So the reason why I've not really been keen in terms of executing trades. Discipline is very key here, right? Discipline is very key in trading. Okay, so but apart from that, it's always good to protect what you have. Okay, it's always good to protect what you have. Again, I'm so much grateful. I can see people are really gaining value even from these analysis, from the videos also in this YouTube channel. At least I'm getting some positive feedback, and this is what keeps me going. Okay, so gold. We are looking for buying opportunities. Retracements on the downside, we are looking for buying opportunities. Not forgetting that we have the data at 3:30 p.m., which is a key data. PCE price index is quite a key data, and inflationary data that actually even the Fed really looks at in terms of determining making their rates a decision. All right, so ensure that you trade cautiously. In case probably maybe I see any opportunities, I'll be able to alert you guys. All right, but sometimes I feel it awkward to alert you or give some trading setups if I myself am not taking that particular setup. Okay, so I like when I share, I also take it. So because now I'm not looking at mostly trading today, maybe probably I might not share, but be ready for next month. Make sure you fund your accounts, all right? You know our mantra, we are looking at 2 to 3 high probability setups, all right? 2 to 3 high probability setups in a week. And our goal is at least you should be growing your account at least on the lowest 5% monthly, on the lowest 5% monthly. Okay, so with that, think that's it. I want to wish you a very fruitful weekend. Take some time to reflect, take some time to look at how the week was, take some time to analyze how or to evaluate how the month was, because this is the last trading day of the month. And Also plan for what you're anticipating the next month, because remember, whatever is not measured is never achieved. Okay, so you have to plan. Okay, you have to plan, and if you don't have a plan, then it means that your big plan is to fail. Okay, so make sure you do those initiatives, because that's how you grow yourself to being a successful trader. Okay, so until then, see you at 10 a.m. I'll be doing a TikTok live. I'll be on TikTok live at 10 a.m. We look at some of the progression, especially in terms of gold. We look at it more keenly in the that analysis via TikTok live. Okay, so have a nice weekend. Take care. Remember to trade cautiously, trade with discipline, trade with purpose, all right, and always stay focused.